My dear friends, today I will be discussing about pericarditis. What is pericarditis and some concepts about pericarditis. Now, pericarditis means inflammation of pericardium. What is pericardium? Pericardium is the outermost covering of the heart. If you take a cross section of heart, it consists of inner wall, that is endocardium, then lies the myocardium, that is the heart muscle, and outer part is known as epicardium. Now above the epicardium lies a membrane known as pericardium, and it consists of visceral pericardium and parietal pericardium, and between the parietal and the visceral pericardium lies a space which is called pericardial space, which contain a very fluid or low volume, and we call it pericardial fluid. Now accumulation of pericardial fluid we call pericardial effusion, and excessive amount of pericardial fluid accumulation leading to compensation of the heart function we call it cardiac tamponade. Now pericardium means inflammation of pericardium, it means swelling of pericardium. Now pericardium actually plays important role, it provides friction to the heart when it undergoes diastole. So pericardium, it has important physiological function, but when there is inflammation or swelling of pericardium, this undergoes irritation of the two visceral layer, and a sound known as pericardial rub can be heard under stethoscope. And this pericardium may be of different types depending on the presentation of the sign symptoms. It is called acute pericardium when the sign symptoms appearance is very acute onset, but it don't last for a long time in case of acute pericarditis. And chronic pericarditis is a group of disease where the sign symptoms of pericarditis starts gradually, but it lasts for longer time. And acute pericarditis start very sharp onset, it has very sharp onset or start very acutely, but it does not persist or last for long time. Whereas chronic pericarditis, the sign symptom of the pericarditis, there is chest pain, will be gradual onset, but it will persist for long time. And one of the important clinical feature or sign symptoms of pericarditis is chest pain, that is sharp chest pain which may be radiated towards shoulder and neck, and uh, this pain actually is a dull achy and pressure on the chest wall, or it can be felt below the sternum also, so it's a substernal pain. This pain may be sometimes confused with heart attack, myocardial infarction, or some pleural problem or pleural effusion, but we have to distinguish very with stethoscope by auscultation. In auscultation, in case of pericarditis, we will hear a pericardial rub, and that is because of the friction between the two layer of pericardium when it is undergoes inflammation. So that sound can be heard, but it normally cannot be heard, but in abnormal situation it can be heard, and we call it pericardial rub. Okay, so now pericardium when it undergoes inflammation and undergoes infection, it leads to pericarditis. Now there are many sources of pericarditis. It may be idiopathic, but most common cause is viral, and out of the viral, 80 to 85% is from viral infection, and most common viral infection is maybe enterovirus, then Coxsackie virus, herpes virus, HIV, hepatitis virus. These are various viruses which leads to viral infection or viral pericarditis. After that also there are bacterial pericarditis which is caused by tuberculosis, sometimes pneumococcal bacteria or streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria. So this leads to bacterial pericarditis. Beside, there are some pericarditis because of autoimmune causes like rheumatoid arthritis, then lupus, systemic lupus erythematosus or SLE, or because of some drug also it leads to pericarditis. Beside, after myocardial infarction or heart attack, there may be pericarditis, we call it Dressler's syndrome, or pericarditis may be caused after CTPS surgery, after heart surgery, after heart procedure like pericardiocentesis, then bypass surgery, or any other CTPS surgery. So post surgery also it may be there, it may occur because of tumor also. So there may be lots of causes of pericarditis, and most common cause is viral pericarditis, which is because of Coxsackie virus, enterovirus, then HIV, then influenza virus, then hepatitis virus, herpes simplex virus. So these are the various virus which may lead to pericarditis. Now, depending on the sign symptoms, the pericarditis can be divided into acute pericarditis, then incessant pericarditis, then recurrent pericarditis, then chronic pericarditis. Chronic pericarditis means if the sign symptoms last more than 3 months, we call it chronic pericarditis, and acute pericarditis, the sign symptom last less than 3 weeks. So the sign symptom persists for only 3 weeks, or within 3 weeks the disease will gradually cured automatically or under treatment. We call it acute pericarditis. But in case of chronic pericarditis, the sign symptoms or the clinical feature persist for more than 3 months. But sign symptoms is of less magnitude compared to acute pericarditis. So beside that, there is incessant pericarditis, also recurrent pericarditis also. That will be discussed in other. But at this moment, I am going to discuss about pericarditis. So pericarditis is the inflammation, swelling or irritation of the pericardium that occurs because of infection or any other causes or risk factors which increase the risk of getting inflammation of the pericardium. Now, pericardium is the outermost layer of heart, and it contains a space known as pericardial space, which contains a fluid known as pericardial fluid. Now, the role of this fluid is to prevent the friction of the between the two layers when the heart is undergo diastole. So pericardium plays important role. It has some important physiological function when heart undergoes diastole. But in case of pericarditis, there is inflammation of this pericardium which leads to acute sharp chest pain, and that is a typical nature of the pain is that with deep inhalation as well as with cough, the pain will increase, but the pain will decrease if there is sitting, or on sitting or leaning forward, the pain will decrease. That is the important characteristics of the pain in case of pericarditis. So in next video, we'll try to focus on the what are the various sign symptoms of pericarditis.